What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. Yeah, today is such a good day for crypto. We're gonna have a fun episode today because whenever crypto is in the green, we love to have a good time. And we're gonna be looking at Bitcoin. Is this an all-out recovery? Basically, we're not in a bear market anymore. Did we just have that V-shaped recovery that everybody has been waiting for a very long time? And or is this just the pump and what I was talking about? If Bitcoin stays between 25 and 35, we're still going to, be leery about the recovery phase of that. So right now we're at about 31.5. We're going to do a little bit of technicals on Bitcoin. We're going to do some technicals on internet computer. Things are looking really good today. So I plan to have a fun, jam-packed, excited episode because we are finally having a nice green day. And I have my chat up and running. So if you guys are in as good of mood as I am, I'm not making a whole lot of money yet. I mean, I did make $1,000 today, but that is just, minus the money that I've lost. So it was nice to make about $1,000 today, though. I'm telling you, it felt really good. I haven't made any money for a while in crypto. So it was awesome. Yeah, all cryptos are doing really well. We can talk about more than just those, too. The reason that I did Bitcoin and ICP is because it gives it an actual search engine term. We can talk about many cryptos today. It's not an ICP video. This is just my in between. But I always, have to have ICP in the picture, right? Because it's really the crypto that we're looking to accumulate the most of, in my opinion, for me. So, and I'm sure a lot of you are 8-year gang or staking for some period of time now if you hold ICP. So, Justin, glad to have you here. I still am, giving away NFTs and stuff to people. I'm going to do a contest on Twitter. I do want us to get 30 likes on our internet computer video. I'm going to also keep that running, but I'm going to do another contest on Twitter where I'm either going to give away some ICP, maybe 2 of them, or 1 ICP and an NFT. So, but we're not just going to be talking about that. Let's go look at Bitcoin right now. Because this is what we want to know. Is it going to continue, or is this just a short-term recovery? And that's what we need to figure out. It is going to take a little bit of technical analysis to figure that out. And we haven't really looked at Bitcoin TA for a while. So I'm going to get rid of some of this older stuff that is in the immediate area. So let's zoom in as well, because we want to see. Oh, look at that pump. Woo-hoo-hoo. I love it. It's like a mini W. We had this big, big, big drop down to 25, had a nice recovery all the way back up to 29. And we've basically stayed right in between 27 and 29 until we had a breakout of this. What was it? Oh, why can't I think of it now? It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, not an inverse. Oh, why can't I think of it? I went brain dead for a second. Parallel. Gosh, I cannot remember. It's like a bear. Oh, why can't I remember the name of that? Uh, yeah, my brain just forgot it completely. Um, Symmetrical triangle. There it is. Symmetrical triangle. Gosh, I could not think of that for the life of me. So it broke out of this symmetrical triangle right here. And we went all the way up to our previous resistance before. After we broke down, it went up to the top of the very top of the wedge. So that's what happens when you have a symmetrical triangle breakout, or sometimes a falling wedge breakout. It goes to the top of the wedge or the top of the triangle, which is right here where we're at, where we have resistance right about 32K. So that's pretty cool that that happened. Um, so we didn't have the breakdown like I thought we could possibly have. And it was kind of maybe a descending triangle. I don't know why I call it a symmetrical triangle. It doesn't really look like a symmetrical triangle. Maybe if I zoom in, it looks more like a descending wedge. But I don't know. You could call it either a descending wedge or a symmetrical triangle. Either way, it broke out. So our next target is going to be um, about 34K. We're going to have some resistance all the way up. If we can break above 35K and keep going, or like if I see us break up above like Hey, we're back. Sorry, my phone died. I was in the middle of telling you, like, my stuff is hooked up to my phone. I'm sorry. It wasn't the screen getting stuck, it was my phone died. So I can't look at the chat. I have to leave everything off on my phone. It has 3% life, so I might get lost again. Like, it's in the charger. So we're going to try to make it. Everything is off. No sound, no nothing. So bear with me, guys. Thank you for showing up. I really do appreciate it. Black screen, yeah, I know it froze. It's good to see you guys. Crypto bottom. Hey, that's a good name. Are we at the crypto bottom? I really want to know this. So let's go back in and look. We were in the middle of some good TA on Bitcoin. Now there's only one person here. Please go tell everybody that was just here that we're back up and running again. So let's go back to Bitcoin. We just had this massive breakout on the daily, right? Now let's go down to the 4 hour and see where we stand in the shorter term price frame. I want to definitely zoom in a lot further. Oh, this thing's over here. I do. Uh, I don't remember where that setting thing is. I found it before. Darn it. Hide user panel. No. There's a thing to make this go on the other side, and now I can't find where it is. It was a setting thing. It just said move to the other side. Where is it? Hmm. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep it on this side. I can't figure it out right this second. I'll mess with that later. So as you see, we have this nice defined breakout of that symmetrical triangle that we are talking about. And as you see, we did have some resistance here at about 30,500, and we broke out again. So this is a double breakout. We had a nice breakout here, some resistance, and another breakout all the way up to about 32. Well, let's see. We went to 32,195 and we closed at 31,731, and then we opened at 31,670 and a high of 31,838. So let's get the RSI out here. Oh, it doesn't even let me do an indicators or anything right now. Okay, what is going on here? This is tripping me out. It's not, I gotta reset this thing, I think. There we go. Oh, and Bitcoin just went down too. So maybe this will work now. Yeah. All right, let's get the RSI out. Let's see. Ooh, we are so oversold on the 4 hour. Look at that. We went all the way up to 81. So yeah, we're gonna have a pullback. The thing is, we don't have to go under this. We could go and touch, just below it, and then even go up higher. But the chance of that happening on the 4 hour, it's probably going to go back under it, which will probably bring us. Let's see. Well, I mean, it could bring us all the way back down to this if we're not careful, all the way back down to 30,500. So I don't want to just see us go up like this and then the candle right back down, because it would go all the way down to about 28, 27 even, depending on when it got there. So that is kind of what is looking like it's going to happen, because look at the candlesticks, right? Or the wicks. Look at the wicks. And if it's that way, to the downside. So unfortunately, this looks like a bear market pump. And what do? They pump, they dump. They pump, they dump. They pump, oh, they dump for a very, very long time. And then they pump again. So what's next? Well, we did break past this level. This was a big level of resistance. So that is a good thing. And we broke past this level. This is going to be our support right here, right at 31.3. Now let's get some EMAs as well. But as you go back, you can see, look, this whole level, there is a lot of resistance right here. In between 31 and was it 35? Oh, 32. 31 and 32. There's a lot of resistance right around there. Resistance, 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 resistance. There was a lot of fighting going on back here. Now it's like they're just taking turns. There was fighting, then they took turns. Now the Bulls are in control. The Bears are fighting back now, but the Bulls have the upper hand, and this is kind of a good level. That's why I was saying if we go back and break 35, yeah, then I can see us having a sustained pump. But unless we do, it is just going to have a lot of resistance right here, and it is, going to smack us down. And that is a possibility. We're already oversold. We pump, and we're immediately oversold. So that is not necessarily, a lasting thing, but for right now, we're oversold. We could go sideways for a little while and even a little bit down, and it could, bring us undersold again. See, on the 1 hour, we are really oversold. And as you see, we've stayed up there for a while, which is cool. We went below it here, but it was support, but we've hit it a lot. When we broke out, we hit it once, tested it really, hit it twice, tested it. Now we're going for a third test of it. Now, we could break below and, because we're oversold right now. That's what's happening. That's why this sell off happened. We're oversold on Bitcoin. And I bet when we look at Internet Computer, it's going to be the same. So now I would actually like to look at the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. If we can. Oh, it only has 3 days. Does it all? It does. All right. Well, we can look at the 3-day one. Now, as you see, wow, this is a 3-day. Okay. Yeah, this is a significant level, and you can see better what I'm talking about now about the $35,000 range. That's where we broke down. It was support right here, 35, and then when it broke, that's when we went all the way down here. See that? This is going to be a massive level. Although, I mean, we'll have resistance from 32 all the way up to about 35, 36 and maybe even higher. We can like 40. That's what I was saying. We're not really in a bull market again until we break 40K. There's just so much resistance in the immediate area where we're at here, and then when we move above, and I mean, I can even get the EMAs out to show you for sure. So let's get a couple EMAs going. So 2150. Is my phone still on? Yeah, and it's actually going up now. So we're not going to lose the stream, guys and gals. So you don't have to worry about that. Cool. Thank you guys for showing up. I still can't look at my screen though because that will take it off, but I will go back and forth to the StreamYard chat every now and again to see how you are. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me, guys. Dang, there's only 2 people, and there was like 5 people. Oh, 3 people now. There was 5 people when I left. That sucks, but that's okay. Thank you 3 for being awesome and sticking with me. Okay, so the good thing about the 3-day though, look how undersold we still are on the 3-day. So we were just undersold right here, way undersold, which is under 30. We're at like 24 or something. I don't know, 26. Yeah, 26 was the lowest, which is a lot. And now we're at 40 on the 3-day. So we're still undersold on the 3-day. Let's check the 1-day as for that. Okay, yeah, we're still, I mean, we're on the middle of it. So we can still go a long way. Now, let's go back to the 3-day and look at those indicators. I just wanted to look at the RSI real quick so you can follow along with me. And so what I want to look at is the moving averages now before we go to the 1-day again. Okay, these are going to be our big ones, and the weekly even more. And we might look at the weekly on a different episode on CoinMarketCap because this one doesn't have it. But you can see our first resistance here. Actually, I should get the EMA 9 out as well. because that one we need to see where immediately is. So 31,452. This is awesome, everybody. This is our first bullish signal right here. We are above the E, and this is just the first one. So I mean, uh, take it with a grain of salt because we need a lot more to signify a recovery. So, but we're liking the price movement, right? But this is going to be big. We are testing it right now. Hopefully, it's going to hold as support on the 3 day, which is the EMA 9. So then we will go to the EMA 21 at 34. That is going to be our big level. And I don't think we're really out of the woods until we really get up into the 41,000, the EMA 100. That is when I think, we're in a bull market again. But for right now, this is just a recovery in a bear market. So um, let's see. Let's go to the 1 day. And then we'll move to ICP real quick. And then we might look at the smaller time frames and see if we can't find any patterns. We have this falling wedge. And as you see, it is following this downward resistance as well. So that right there, it actually is breaking out of it until this, closes. Then we'll have a better idea on that, which it just started. So this was a good close. We had a good close yesterday. We really did. That was a good day. Yesterday's close, which was today before 5 o'clock. So it was really, but yesterday in the market's eyes. So, but we broke above that, and it looks like we're actually breaking this resistance right here, or we did, and it's holding us under. So we'll hopefully we broke out and it'll be support now. But if not, we'll probably go back under that, and if all else fails, we'll go down to 28, and test 29. Yeah, about 29. I'd say 30, actually. I don't even think we're going to go down to 29. I think we're going to go and touch that EMA 9 at the bottom, on the daily, which is 30,184. Now we're above the EMA 21 as well. So this is good on the daily. We're above 2 of the EMAs, which would be resistance that we broke above, which is the EMA 9 at 30,186 and the EMA 21 at 30,831. Now we have resistance that's massive at the EMA 50 at 33,890. Then we have another resistance, which is a lot higher, which is going to set the catalyst if we are going to hit 40K again. I would like to see us break the EMA 100 on the daily. That would signify bullish momentum. For now, we are in a pump in a bear market, which is good still. We can come out of this if it acts right. So in the next 6 months, this is what I've been telling everybody. We are going to figure out if we are in the regular cycles, just shorten the bear market and lengthening cycles, they call it, to lengthen the bull market, or are we in a different cyclical type, which is just bull market, bear market? We have pumps for a couple months, 6 to 8 months, in a bear market, and then we spend 6 to 8 months in a bull market, or a year in one and 2 years in another. Who knows? And so we need to know by the price. So we need to figure out if it goes above 40K, then that is true. Then it is lengthening, not lengthening cycles. Then it is bull market, bear market. Now, if we just hit 35 and then, go back to 28, maybe even 25, and then back up, and then yes, we're in a bear market. It's going to last probably until right around the next halving, or it might even come sooner because lengthening cycles, right? Less bear market, more bull market. So this is a very interesting time that we are right now in crypto, and that's why I'm really going so gung ho for ICP. Now, why am I saying I'm so gung ho for ICP? Well, the reason is it is at such a low price right now, from $750 all the way down to $8. It went all the way down to $5, and it had a recovery to $8. Now we're up 11% today, but we're actually up even more than Bitcoin. Look at that. We're up 4% more than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is already up. I don't know how much it's up. It doesn't say right here, but it's up a significant amount. We can actually find out. Let's find out. How much is Bitcoin up? Okay, it's up 7%. and it is not up as high as Ethereum. This means Ethereum is up 9.36%. Now, Internet Computer is up 11%, which is 4% higher than the 7% of Bitcoin. So I guess I could have done the math. 4% 4.3 minus that, so it should be 760 and 732. So it's close. 12. So it moved to 12%. Yeah. Okay. Well, 12%. That's a pretty nice move in one day, right? We went down to 710 all the way up to 830 in the last 24 hours. We are almost back up to a $2 billion market cap, which is solid for a crypto in a bear market. Because if you even look at like the graph or any of those other ones, I don't even know if they're at a billion anymore. So this one holding strong, love it. This is a big future crypto, but let's look at the price. Now, this is what I've been so excited to talk to you all about because we finally, yes, we have this falling wedge breakout. Now, I want to see a lot of volume happening. This is on the weekly, and we just started the week. Yes, just had to make sure that we did. Yeah, we just started the week. Today is Monday, right? Yeah, it's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. It is Monday. I know that. I got confused for a second. But so I'm just so excited, man. It makes my brain fart. But anyway, we have a lot of volume since yesterday. Look at all that volume so far. I like to see it 4 million in volume in one day. Look at this. A whole week back here only had 9 million in volume. So, and if you look this week, let's go all the way back here. 9 million. Okay, 9 million in volume, 9 million. So, that's about the low ones, about 9 mil. And we have over 4 million in one day. One day. So if that keeps up 6 more days, it'll be over 24 million. Okay, when's the last time we had 24? That's 15. That's 14. Ooh, 39. So this could signify a big pump coming, right? Because we already have so much. That's only if this momentum continues. And that is indicative of Bitcoin, right? And the entire market, the entire risk asset global market, right? And geopolitical tensions and all of the other things, regulation and the other things that involve, inflation that affect the price of crypto and stocks. So that is cool. Now, I do want to look at Bitcoin on the weekly. I guess we'll do it on here real quick before we get to Internet Computer. I just want to look at that weekly time frame and see some of these EMAs on the weekly. So we're going to do the 9, the 21, and the 50, and then we'll do the 1 and 200. But all right, there we have the 9 right here. Whoops, 9 right there. Ooh, the EMA 9 on the weekly. Look at how far down we are on that. And then you got the 21, which is below it. Ooh, we had like a kind of a death cross right there, where the longer time frame moved under the shorter time frame. And then we have our EMA. Oh, this is the 9 down here. Okay, never mind. This was the 50, right? Yeah, the 50 and the 21 went below the 50, and we went way down. I still get confused on the death cross, like which one is which one goes below, and I always have to look it up. So I should just write that down somewhere and be like, if the ladder goes below the ladder, then the ladder and the former is the ladder. No, don't listen to anything I just said there because it didn't make sense. But um, we have this nice falling wedge breakout on the weekly too, though. If you look at this falling wedge breakout. Oh, nope. Oh, wow. We actually kind of stayed right in it. Now, if you call it this, the falling wedge, yes. But, I mean, I guess it does touch the most points right there. And so if you look at it that way, we definitely have a breakout right here of this falling wedge on the weekly on Bitcoin. So, and actually, let's do USD. I always forget to do that. I'm sorry. All right. So let's look at the falling wedge on this one. Oh yeah. See, if I do it like this, Yeah, I think it's going to be right there. So it does look like we just kind of went up and touched it. So you could say that the falling wedge is more like this. Then we broke out. So it all depends on how you put that. But with the big downward trending resistance, we're right on it right there, and so it looks like we haven't broke it. That's why we have resistance. It looks like we broke the first falling wedge. It looks like there was like multiple different like angles that it went down. There was like a more straight down one, but then this candle happened and it went up a little bit too far to keep that downward trend. So I still would be leery, but the week is starting to look good. If you look at the volume, there's over 3,000 Bitcoin, and there was only 11,000 last week. And the week before, there was only 14,000. So we're starting really good in this week. Now, I want to go to Internet Computer, and because this is a legit breakout. Unlike the Bitcoin Weekly, this one I can confirm that's a breakout right there with the volume to back it up. Back it up, son. We got the volume to back it up. I wanted to do a video sooner, but I was like, man, I'll just make a video about it tonight. But I am going to be watching for these breakouts. So I am going to do my 3 weekly ICP videos. But if I see a nice breakout, I am going to add extra videos in there because I want to keep you all informed and myself active on the price movements of Internet Computer for your sake. All right, now let's check the chat real quick because I haven't been there in a minute. You have a question. Okay, what is your Bitcoin worst case scenarios? 20K. 20K is my Bitcoin worst case scenario. Worst case. I mean, there is nothing in any market anywhere that has ever given us a reason to believe we're going to go lower than $20,000 right now. I can back that up too. 70% from the top of $69,000 is what? $21,000. What is our previous all-time high in our last bull market before this one in 2017? 20,000. Put those two things together, the 70% from the top historically, then you take the God, I just brain farted again. Today's I think I need to eat. That's why. If I don't eat, my brain. That's I've noticed. If I don't eat before my live streams, I forget a lot what I'm talking about. So next time I'm gonna eat before I start. But yeah, the 70% from the top and the gosh, I had it again. Oh, the previous all-time high. Gosh, see, I need to eat before I do this. Now, I never believed my teachers when they told me that. They're like, you need to eat. It helps your brain. This is proof. That's true. But yeah, previous all-time high and 70% from the top. So that's my Bitcoin worst case scenario. Now, my ICP worst case scenario has already happened. So at $4, that's the worst case ICP scenario. $4, not $1 or $3. I really don't think that it can. It might go right under that $4 to three something, but that's worst case. Now, best case scenario. Let's talk about that. On the other hand of that, great question though. By the way, do you want to see real chart for ICP? Yeah. If bear markets in oncoming months, then it will impact ICP price growth, even though how good items they are planning to release Bitcoin integration. Yes, that's coming soon. And if you look on their website, they have everything in the stages of what they're doing and where they're at. And if they take longer, they tell you right on there in progress or finish. And they check those boxes one by one by one by one, and boom, they did it. So that is the thing. Below 20K, if you can give me a reason why it would go below 20K, then I'm willing to listen. But you just saying it's going to go to 20K, that like what I'm saying is there's so many reasons. Yes, could it happen? I mean, anything can happen. But what we have no reason to believe that, especially with Elon Musk. This is my so I have two reasons technically and fundamentally. Now I can give you two reasons outside of, or a lot more than that. Grayscale, Bitcoin ETFs, institutional Bitcoin adoption, MicroStrategy, Elon Musk, Tesla. So that's why it's not going below 20K. That's my argument. But I'm willing to hear an argument on the other side, man. That's what this platform is for, to give you a voice. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, voice it out. I'm not going to look down on you for that. So, do you want to see a real chart for ICP? I don't know what that means, but I chart ICP quite well, I believe. I don't know if you meant that, so I'm not going to take it that way. All right, but now let's get the indicators out here on the EMAs as well, so that we can actually see where the moving average is lying at. I did okay, I did switch it back. Just wanted to check. Let's go into the daily now. Oh wait, we want to get the EMAs out first. I wanted to go into the daily. I'm trying to do too much at once. Oh no. Yeah, I definitely got to eat before my live stream. I can tell it's affecting me. I haven't eaten today at all. Okay. 11. Oh, I love it. So this is why another reason I don't think ICP is going to $4. Why? Look at the average, the moving averages, right? You have the moving average 9, which on the weekly is at 11.47. This is my price target, right around 10 or $11 if we have a nice pump, right? Well, we just went back up to the $9 range. And there was resistance. So there is resistance like at the top of $8. Actually, it only made it to 8.30. So there's a box area of resistance going up here. And before we can even get to the EMA 9 on the weekly and then the EMA 21, those are going to be our price targets in the immediate future if we continue to pump, though. And then we probably won't have to worry about this for a while. But let's go to the daily and we can see if there are shorter price moves and shorter targets that we're looking for. And that's why we go into the shorter time frames. Now, if you see this, the EMA 9, we are well above that. We had a nice breakout, and now we are hopefully going to use it as support. That would be awesome. If we could break above it, stay above it, solidify that level as support, and then move on to the EMA 21, which looks like was our initial resistance on the daily. At 857, it looks like that's about where we hit. We didn't go right to it, but sometimes the resistance reaches down and touches you a little bit. And there you have it. So then, if we get above the EMA 21, things we need to solidify this area as support. Now, when was the last time that we were even above these? Now, that is another thing that we have to look at. Are we going to have a sustained period above? Because this happened before where we broke above it. We could not sustain it on the very next candle. But this one barely broke out of the top of it. As you see, only very small part of the candle made it up and then was rejected right away with the 21 being right there, I believe. Is that the 20? Oh, no, that's a... Hold on, I got to get rid of that line. Sorry about that. So, yeah, it was just the EMA 9. So the one time we have broke above that, we barely were there. But look at this one. More than half of the candles above it. And let's see, where did this close? It closed at, 1428. So this had a nice pump and 1428. So it closed almost out the top. So it closed above the EMA 9. But then the very next day, the candle came back, opened at 1460 and closed at 1271. Right about here. So that is something we do have to watch because look, we have the green candle and then the red candle starting already. So if we can actually turn this candle bullish, I can see us going all up and testing the EMA 21 at 857. And if we break out of that, then I can see us going to the $10 and $11 range. That would be cool. Let's also see if it broke out of this falling wedge, and it did. Now, that is a good thing on that one. Let's look right here. Okay, This one's going to be a little bit different. But yeah, look at that. We broke out of it right there. This falling wedge that we have been talking about so long. And actually, this one might have been more of. Oh, yeah, this was a descending triangle. I mean, yeah, that was definitely a descending triangle. And it broke out to the upside, which is crazy that it broke out that high to the upside. I was thinking this was a falling wedge breakout. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, not that. So it just looks like it was a descending triangle breakout to the upside, which is weird because this is a continuation pattern to the downside. So I'm really glad. I think they wait until we're at max pain when we think it's bearish, then they go bullish. I really think that's the case here because when I'm going bearish and I'm one of the most bullish people in crypto, they know that we're at a bottom. Because I'm really hard to turn bearish. So, what do they call that? The bearish resistance, the bearish flip, the no max pain, max bearish pain. Because look at that though on the daily. Look at that volume. That's beautiful. 3.8 million in volume. I love to see it. I almost want to make out with this green candle right here. Give me some lovin's. I want some lovin's from that green candle because it looks delicious. So it looking like Christmas up in this, red and green, red and green. So I would like to see just a forest of green. All right, let's go to smaller time frames. Actually, before we do that, you want to look at some different indicators, and let's get the 100 out, like I said, and then the 200. Even though they're going to be pretty high up, yeah. Actually, we won't do that because those are levels we'll worry about later. But that is a possibility that we can go up to those levels again in a nice all-out, bull market. So I do want to get some volume and other indicators out here so that we can see where we stand. Okay, we just went up and touched the median of the Bollinger. Look at that. So that is significant. It does look like we closed above it because it's at 795, the median. So we are above the Bollinger now. So we broke above the EMA 9 and we are close to breaking the 21. Now we have broke the median in the Bollinger. Now if we can stay above this, maintain this area, but it's looking a little bit um, well, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. You can't really tell right now. We could go to the smaller time frames and see, but yeah, this is looking pretty decent. As for the volume, it's right at 809. So we're right around where we should be with the volume. So volume's looking good for a breakout and a continued run. So the Bulls came in right when I said, hey, this would be a good time for the Bulls to come in and make a move, right? I said that on my video, and boom, the Bulls came in right at the right time. And I like that. That was a very strategic and good move by the Bulls. And so yeah, it's looking pretty decent. We have a descending triangle breakout to the upside. We broke above some moving averages, and now we broke above the Bollinger medium price. Cool. That sounded so like drab. Cool. That's cool, dude. No, I'm actually excited about this. Like, I don't know why that was so drab. But as you see, look at this. Now, this is why I get excited because as you see on the smaller time frames, this is what's happening. So we have a nice big old volume. Yeah, let's buy. Let's buy. Smart person, smart person. Smart person. Smart person. Seriously, if you're collecting an internet computer at $8, I want to be your friend because you're smart, and I like to have smart friends. If you're not buying it right now and you buy crypto, then I mean I'll still be your friend, but you won't be my smart friend. But all right, that was actually kind of funny and not at all mean. Um, but yeah, we're opening that Bollinger. Time for can opener. But we're at the top too, so it does look like we need to go sideways for a little bit. I could see us uh pulling back even if we had to 730, but I don't want to think that's going to happen. Bitcoin's holding good at 31.5. That support we were looking at 31.5, and then the EMA 21 is 30,800. So we have a lot of good areas of support. On the 3 day, that's going to be a massive one for Bitcoin. And so it's looking really good. This is on the 4 hour on ICP. Now let's look at the 1 hour to see the more immediate what is happening. Okay, so we had a kind of like a ascending triangle breakout. That's what this looks like to me, is an ascending triangle breakout. Yep, that's definitely what that is. When it broke out of that, it's kind of a weird looking one though, because you start right here. Normally you start back here with it, right? So it's a little bit of a different kind of one, but it still is. And as you see, we broke above a lot of these levels. Now I want to get the EMAs out on this one, so let's get rid of these. And then I want to get the RSI out too. We haven't looked at that, so let's do 2 EMAs and 1 RSI. Yeah, I definitely need to eat before live next time. That's a good lesson to learn. I should have learned it a long time ago. But anyway, so now the EMA 9, we are just smashing on it. It's at 797, not really smashing on it, but using it as support. Okay, so we know that we are on that one. Where's the 21? 779. We are above the EMA 21. We are above the EMA 9. All right. Now, and we're above the median price on the RSI, but we're getting oversold. So we're starting to get oversold, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean anything. We could go sideways for a little while, and it could even go down a little bit if we go sideways, and then. But it is looking like we're needing to take a breather on that for sure. So, all right. So 778. All right, let's look at the 50. We're above both the 9 and the 21. We're above the 50 too. We are above the 50. Ladies and gentlemen, we are above the 50. Oh, we're above the 100. Now, if we're above the 200, this is going to be glorious. I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. All right. So, yeah, baby. Yeah. We actually used it as support when we broke above it right here. Used it as support, and it catapulted us all the way up to where we're at now. This is a beautiful hour. It does look like we are turning bullish again, and I like it. I really, really like it. So it doesn't mean we're going to stay bullish. I'm going to keep an eye on this, and so should you. Not financial advice, common sense. All right. So that is great. That is good. That is great. Everybody celebrate. All right. So let's actually go to the 30-minute. Ooh, bearish. Okay. Okay. Smaller time frames, the bears are in control. The good thing, though, look at that. It's an ascending triangle that broke out and then went back under. So we have another chance at it. But look, we're undersold. Yes, this is the 15-minute. And look at this. We're not undersold, but we're like at 50. So, and we were way above here. So this is what I was talking about. We could go down to this level right here and reset. This is exactly what I mean. Even down, you know, and reset and go. Broop. It can go down a little bit further, but I think we're gonna reset. I really think this is gonna be see how it does that. Boom, and it can either go down or sometimes when it does that reversal. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen because we are pretty far away from this median price, and that is a little bit worrisome for me. So that is going to be resistance. I'm bullish though. I'm always bullish, but this is telling me we're going a little bearish right now in the shorter time frames. But that okay, there you see, we're touching it as support right here on the 5 minute. It looks like it might have broke below. Yeah, it did. It broke just below, just right now. That could hold as support though. As you see, we broke down above and then so, but this is the 5 minute, and there's a lot of sell there. The bears are coming in. The bulls did all their stuff back here, and then they kind of left the market, and then here's when the bears come in and so. All right. I think that was a good episode. Besides the interruptions that we had a couple times, I really think that we're in a recovery. How long that will last, though, is a good question, and I don't think we're in a position to give a. I can give an honest opinion, an honest evaluation, but I don't think it's gonna carry enough weight to do anything for you. I'm just being honest with you. I do want to see, everything is looking pretty bullish, going into the, larger time frames, which is good. So, and some of the biggers like the hours, the 4 hour are bullish. But then when you look at the 30 minute, the 15 and the 5, it's starting to turn bearish. That can flip in a minute though. That's the good part. It's harder to get the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly to turn bullish than it is to get the 5 minute, the 15, and the 30. Those could change like that. And that's what I like about that. And you can see kind of where the price is going from them smaller time frames. You could even go look at the minute and see minute by minute which way it's going. And then you can kind of, watch it with the other price movements and see kind of, hey, we're stopped right here, or this is an area that, we run into a wall, or you can kind of judge it that way and see if we're in a reversal and if it's going to continue. Right now, it doesn't say it's continuing. Right now, it says we have hit resistance. We're not getting rejected, though. So we're just going sideways. There could be a rejection coming in. Don't want to say that, but I'm going to go back to the questions now. I'm being honest with you. I want it to be bullish. I want to see us Bitcoin go up to 35 and 37. But we got to be smart. And we are. So. I bought some bag after I plenty of. Well, the reason that ICP is a good purchase isn't going to be for the next couple of years. Maybe in the next bull run, but I'm not going to sell an undervalued crypto because the value that I see it worth, it's still worth $750 a piece to me. So each one of my ICP, I'm valuing at $750. If you want to buy it from me, I'll sell you each ICP for $750. And if not, then I don't want to sell it. I mean, for some I have to, like for my grant and stuff. But yeah, please suggest me the number of ICPs which I can hold for the next 2 to 5 years. I am having as of now 400 with an average of $12. I am new to ICP. When I was checking YouTube, found yours one of the best. Well, that's because you have to realize that Definity took a chance on me and given me a grant to help build the community. So that I am going to give my best effort, and I'm going to do the best that I can to show you guys the value of it, not just for the grant. Because if I didn't believe in this, I wouldn't have taken the grant. I could show you my email on how many affiliate partners, how many other people have approached me wanting to give me money that I do not want to be a part of. So I'm not saying this, just because they gave me the grant. Other people have been willing to give me money as well. But I don't want money from just something that is going to lose all of my subscribers, all their money. But if you hold in the long term, I believe you will succeed in ICP. I cannot tell you the number that you can get. I don't know. I don't know your financial situation. I do not know how much you can afford to put in, and I cannot financially advise you to buy ICP. But what I can show you is the ecosystem. I can show you everything that's going on with it. I can show you short term price movements, but then just think about what happens in the next bull run. Be smart for a minute. We had this bear market, right? Where everything went down. What happened in the last bull run? Millionaires were made, right? Bitcoin went from 10,000 to 70,000. That what happened the year before? It went from like 3,000 to 20,000. So if you're a patterns guy, what does that mean for 2024, 2025? Well, from 3 to 20, 20 to 70, 70 to 200 for Bitcoin. So that means 750 of ICP. It might not go back to that, but what if we're talking about a $350 ICP in 2024? Or even an $80 ICP in 2024. So that's what you got to realize, that in the future, it will not be worth $8. If you can get ICP for $8, you're smart. You're my friend. Even if your average is $12, that's smart, because obviously you were buying it when it was higher, and then you were smart. You're like, okay, it went lower. This is a good opportunity to buy and get my dollar cost average down. I really like G Kumar, man. I just like the way that he thinks and the way that he does his business. That's what you do. If you do it like that, you have a large chance to succeed. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. But you gave yourself a 90% chance to succeed with what you did. There's still a 10% chance, which 10% can wreck you. I've been wrecked off 0.5% chance that I would lose, and I lost. So there is always a small chance that you can lose. But if you bet on the technology, you bet on the people, you'll succeed. If Bitcoin touches 20K, then at what level we can expect ICP price? $4. That's what I was saying. Like 3, maybe, if that happens with Bitcoin going to 20K. Because look what happened when it went to 25. It went to about 570, 568, right? So when it goes down to 20K, that's about 5K more. Then I could see it pushing down from 568 to 4, maybe even 350. That's just honest. And I don't think it's going to do that. There's no reason to believe that. It could happen, though. Worst case scenario. I believe in ICP. Okay, we have to put that on the screen. I believe in ICP. Can we expect a bull run near future 2024 since it's ended bull run of 2021? So that is what we're asking. Now, if you're in the mindset that the bull run is over, you're in a pretty good place. Now, I'm not 100% convinced it's over, but let's put it this way. I'm 95% convinced it's over. 5% that we could have another bull run. I still have hope for it, but realistically, historically significant pattern, like, we're done. Retest the 100 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Is it possible to retest the 100 on the hour? Okay, let's check. That's a good question. That's a very specific question. I like that. Okay. Is it possible to go down? Yeah, that's possible. If we retest down to 740, that would be a good support level. And as you see, it's going up like that. So yeah, that's a good point. It could definitely go back and test that, but it's going to have some support before it does. There is going to be other levels like this 757, this level, and the breakout level. Okay, it is above the breakout level. So yeah. And I think we're going to have some more support right here. So there's a couple levels of support that we're going to face before that. So if those levels break, and then we go down to this one, and if that breaks, we go down to this one, and then yes, we could touch 743. I don't think that's happening. Even Bitcoin is holding solid right now at 31.5. So there's no reason to believe that's going to happen, but that's a possibility. we also could go up and touch $9, $10 as well. And we could, on the larger time frames, if we go to the 4 hours, we could actually go up and touch the 100 on the 4 hour, which we did, and we got rejected below that. Now, if we can get above this and close above it, above 820, I believe, yeah, 820 on the 4 hour, then we're going to be good to go. So these are probably the levels: the 100 on the 4 hour and the 100 on the 1 hour for support. So we got support here, we got some resistance here. Now, why do I say with the same thing, support and resistance? Well, so an EMA is resistance when you go up above it and you close below it, like you wick above it and you close below it. That was our resistance right there. We it was like a box area, as you see, like I was saying. There's a big resistance area between, like, I guess it's $8 and $10. I guess if you break the $8, then you might make it to 9, and then there'd be some more resistance and stuff like that. So, but then as you see on the other side of it, when you go to the 1 hour, it acts as support right here. So we break above it on the 4 hour, or not break above, go and test it. And then if we do get rejected, then we go down and touch this. And there might actually be some other ones that will stand in our way. Let's do the EMA 50 on here. And that might act as support as well. That's what you got to take. Yeah. So, and that is going to be right around where the EMA 100 is on the hour. So if we do go down and test, we're going to hit this EMA 50 on the 4 hour first, and then we will go down and touch that level if it continues. But we are pretty far above that, and it looks like we have some support at $8 right here. So I'm kind of bullish right now. What is there something called intermediary? Intermediary. Yeah. So sorry about that. I didn't show you. Um, Gosh, whenever you ask me questions, that's when it gets me. It's not your fault. That's just something I need to work on. So yeah. Anyway, I was saying this 50 EMA. Look at that. See how this is our support, and then what he was talking about, the 1 hour, is down here, and we would have this as support as well. And then on the 4 hour, the 100. This is the 50 that would be support, but the 100 is our resistance, and I'll show you. We went up and touched it and then broke below, or closed below, sorry. So this is our resistance point. So this is where we would go up and break above if we have bullish, or we go down and touch the 50 right around 760 or 740 if we touch the EMA 100 on the 1 hour. So cool. Great questions. Great questions. Cool. All right. Okay. I'm not going to ban you for talking about another person's YouTube channel, but I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, cool. Glad he has a channel. Hope if he supports ICP, he's cool with me. Um, my good name, please. Wow, you're so polite. My name is Jeff G. Kumar. Very good to meet you, my friend. You're very respectful. I like that. You are from which country? Just would like to know. I'm from the U.S. of A. U.S. of A. To reach West 100. Oh, there. I missed a couple things, but yeah. Much love from Pakistan. I love it, dude. Where are you from? I mean, I have Bitcoin renegades all over the world. I had a lot of Bitcoin renegades in India. Oh, my Indian homie. Okay. I actually, they were my biggest supporters in the beginning. So I love India. I've made a couple thumbnails that show how much I love it. Namaste, dosto. Is ICP better than Solana? I believe that it is on its way to becoming better than Solana. So, yeah, I do. I do believe that right now it is better than Solana at Solana's stage of where ICP would be. Now, is ICP better than Solana right this very second? I mean, Solana has a bigger community because they've been around longer. Not a whole lot longer, but um, yeah, it's better. A little bit. I believe. That's just my opinion, though. You could have whatever opinion. Some people love Solana, so that's why I'm cautious about that. I don't want to anger anybody. I like Solana too. I just really, if Solana asked me to do a partnership, I would say yes. because they're well, I would have to check out the team first, but I've not seen anything on Solana that is a red flag or is like, yeah, they're bad people. So yeah, no, I like to work with good crypto companies, like people that have good people in them. I don't care. Like if Internet Computer was an awesome blockchain, but filled with ogres and like just nasty people, I probably wouldn't work with them. But they're filled with such nice people that I just love it. Like I don't have one bad thing to say about Divinity at all. And you know me, I speak my mind. Like so that tells you something. ICP Future is really great by considering its current development and great team behind. I really like it. I trust Affinity Team, sir, and that's the reason I entered ICP. That is if you're ever gonna join into a crypto, don't do it because a crypto influencer tells you. This guy, that's why I really like what this guy says because he understands why he's investing. Some people are like, I'm just investing in this because it's a cool looking crypto or it has like a cool thing that it does. But when you really understand the team, the project, the vision, what they're doing, and what they've already accomplished from what they said they were going to do, that is the big thing that people don't understand. Yeah, you could have all these things that you say you're going to do, but if you don't complete them and you're like, okay, like Pi, that is the only thing that I see bad about Pi Network. It has been leaving their people hanging for over 3 years. No value, no. I mean, they're letting you earn, but I'm just saying they could do it a little bit better for their community. They have 35 million engaged pioneers on Pi. And so the team is cool though. They have a cool team, so that's why I like Pi as well. They have Stanford grads, really smart people over there, but the way they've released the thing, it was kind of to protect it, which I understand. But the way they're doing their KYC, anyway, way off topic there. But yeah, look at the team, look at the future of the project, and see if they're achieving their goals. So that's a big thing. Of K Verso NFT, their NFT is 20 ICP. Not sure it's worth that much. Wanted second opinion here. I don't know what K Verso NFT is, but if it's saying it's a 20 and it's on a legit place like Intrapot or a CCC or one of the legit exchanges, then it is worth that much. And they're giving it like I don't know if you mean are you buying it like legitly, or do you mean like if you're paying 20 ICP, is the project worth 20? Will work own DApp in future. I hope they do. I hope they do. I wish best for Pi. It's just it takes so long, man. I'm patient, but wow. Um, so K Verso NFT, I would have to look into that, man. Maybe I'll look into it. And you say 20 ICP? Um, I don't know. I couldn't tell you about that because I don't know. You stumped me there. I'm going to do some research about that though, and hopefully I'll have an answer for you next time you come. Man, good questions here, dude. Yeah, my opinion. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't give you an opinion on that. I don't know. Okay. I think that's all we have for today. I really enjoyed the company and so thank you for stopping by. Like I said, I'm here to give you guys a voice as well. I'm here to let you know about the price movements, what's happening, hang out, have fun, answer your awesome questions, and make some money together, right? I've been mining Pi since then too. Or not 2019, 2020. Yeah, you're older than I am in Pi. You are one. Did I get it in 20? No, 2020. Yeah, May of 2020, I think, or June of 2020, I think, is when I got in. June or July. Somewhere in 2020, I got in. I don't know the exact month, but you're older than I am. I think I have 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. K Verso is very first metaverse. Dude, anything metaverse on now, I really have to go check it out. Terra Luna, I don't have any info. I would just advise everybody stay away from it. Be careful. I just don't want you to lose money. So I'm never gonna suggest that crypto to anybody. I hope they recover. I hope they do good. But if you're already holding it, that would be okay. So in my if I was holding Terra Luna That would be the only way that I would hold it still. If I was already holding it when the crash happened, would I buy Terra Luna right now? Not even $10. That's just my opinion, though, because I'm not into wasting money. I don't. I mean, before, if you would ask me that a month ago, would I have bought Terra Luna? Yeah, and I would have lost a lot of money too. Did I ever buy Terra Luna? No. Kind of glad now. um, it's very low. No, I don't think it's good to enter. I wouldn't myself. If you like to throw away money, though, who am I to stop you? I'm just kidding. All right. Best wishes, support. No, thank you. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys here. Um, all of you, every single one of you. Terra Luna is very low. Okay. Well, we're gonna be back tomorrow. I might even do another price video if we have a breakout. I don't care if it's midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I am going to do a price video, especially if Bitcoin goes above 35. Then we know the bull run is on. But right now, it is. Yeah, it's unpredictable. So, all right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is? Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang.